kind of like,
no.
please, Mama B, we can figure this out. Guess what? The question and answer's here. Hey everybody, we are doing a question and answer, and it'll be in pieces because we've answered some questions in some other clips, and we may be going back and forth, or we may just do one at a time. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna answer your questions. We've asked you to send us questions on Facebook, on Twitter, on Snapchat, so we're gonna answer some of those questions now. We've done a Q&A in the past, so I'll make sure to link that here, I think.
This is serious.
This is very serious. So we're gonna answer your questions right now. There we go. I think that's great. I like your shirt. What does it say? Trust the universe. Very nice.
One of the questions we got was regarding Papa B and I showing affection in the video. It was one of the earlier questions that I read, so I don't remember the name of the person that asked it. But you are correct in realizing that we don't show our affection for each other in the videos. We don't want to do anything that disrespects our kids. When I was a kid, if my friends came over to our house, like you guys are coming to our house, right? Like we're all together, we're hanging out. If I was a kid and my parents had started like kissing and making out with each other in front of my friends, I probably would have not been happy about it. That's how I feel, is that our friends and family are coming into our house and hanging out with us, and we don't feel it's appropriate to be all over each other and
in front of like the kids and in front of everybody.
Right? We know how we feel about each other, how much we love each other, and we don't need to display that to the world. That's how we feel. Everyone else that does their own thing.
Yep. That's why we're never
never. No.
But we are very affectionate.
Oh yeah,
but we're not
home.
like
Next question.
Next question.
We were also asked about our family bond. How do you keep your family bond so strong? How do you have a healthy family? And like seriously, having a healthy family, it's not such a bizarre idea, like such an unattainable thing. People ask as if you're saying, you know, how are you a skydiving instructor? Right? So you're not only crazy enough to jump out of a plane and risk your life, but you are actually teaching people how to do this 10 to 15 times a day. Like that's something that's phenomenal. Having a healthy, happy family is not something that's totally out of this universe. There's a few points that I came up with that I think are really, really important. The first one is to stop fighting in front of the kids. We stopped that early on in our relationship when in the beginning, especially, you're merging two lives. It's extremely difficult to do. When the kids were small, we decided we were never again gonna fight in front of them. Trust me on this one, it affects them and it's very unhealthy for them emotionally. The next one is stop yelling at your kids and start talking to them. Like there are people that we know who
they basically yell at their kids all the time. They're just screaming at their kids.
Yeah, that is horrible.
You're yelling at your kids all the time.
It really
doesn't do anything.
It's messing with them up here. It's messing with them here.
Just tell them how you feel. You don't have to be their best friend. That's not what it's about.
You would think that they are just the most incredible human beings if you actually talk to them and delve into their minds. The other thing was to disconnect from work. We live in such a busy world where people are like working 24 hours a day. They got their cell phones, they're checking their emails, you know, getting back and forth because unfortunately we need money in this world to survive. You need to leave your work problems at work. And when you come home to your spouse and your kids, you need to dedicate yourself entirely to them and be there for them and laugh with them and hang out. How was your day? Please do not bring that stress into your family because your kids especially can't do anything and they feel helpless and they feel sad and fear.
I used to do that when I had my office job. I would come home, I would never disconnect. I would bring my problems to the table. No one really understood. It didn't help anybody and it was just a waste of time and it just made everybody more stressed for no reason.
That created a lot of problems in our marriage.
That was fixed.
Yes, it was.
It was very fixed. This is like a Q&A, but it's like a Mama B insight.
When I can't sleep at night and I have a million thoughts going through my head, I start writing them out on paper. And it can be stuff from parenting to how I'm feeling, to the world, to anything. I keep a notebook by my bed with lots of thoughts that I've had. And so this is stuff that's really important to me and special to me, and that's why I wanted to share it with all of you, and I hope you really appreciate it.
This is a guide from our experience. These are our lessons that we've learned that we're sharing with you. You can either take it or not. There are actually a lot of questions regarding this, regarding why our family's so strong and how do we have so much fun and how does it work and how can I have a family like this. So
Guys,
that's why
it's so easy. You're like a step away from it. Just, you know, just give yourselves, like, don't be selfish. When you stop giving your kids burdens, like, you know, when they know about that there's money problems or you can't pay the bills.
What we've seen in the past with other families, other parents, is that a lot of parents, they get like really emotional and they want that comfort from their children to,
yeah,
you know, they start
like,
crying.
it's okay,
and,
Mom, everything is gonna be okay. No,
oh, you
no.
can't get your kids to comfort you. It's the other way around.
You should be comforting your kids and being there for them regardless of what's going on in your life. There's a saying in Spanish that says, "Bájate del caballo." Get off your high horse. It's not about you anymore. It's about the kids. It's about what they need to survive, to be good human beings. When you stop burdening them with stress and fear and panic and anxiety, they can focus all that energy on what they're good at, what makes them happy, what are their talents and gifts, what inspires them, right? And then that, they can grow up and be healthy adults. When they've seen stuff that they shouldn't have and experienced stuff that they shouldn't have, you're already changing who they are and you're instilling panic and fear, and that will affect them later on in life. We got another question from Sarah on email asking about my fitness and beauty tips.
Fitness and beauty tips.
This
She's
one
a
made me
natural.
laugh.
She's
this
a
one was
natural.
hilarious. You are awesome, Sarah, for the things that you said. She is flawless and so gorgeous. No.
She is.
No, you don't see me first thing in the morning when I get out of bed. Like, it's scary.
I do. She's lying. Don't believe anything you hear.
Listen, nobody's flawless, and I certainly am not. And thank you for thinking that my skin is flawless. It's so not. I still get acne. Like, come on, really? I thought that would be over with when I was a teenager, but I am definitely not. Thank goodness for makeup and all that funky stuff. I've never had fake eyelashes. I would love to try that someday, but the idea kind of terrifies me because I have contacts on, and anyone who's ever worn contacts knows that if you have a little speck of something in your eye, it drives you crazy, and the thought of having those like big clam things, like it looks great. I love how it looks on women, but I'm scared to like put it in my eyes with my contact lenses. That contouring stuff, I've never had that done. You know how they do like the brown
The lines
here,
and
you look like a lion before they like
They smudge everything.
like
and then you get all
amazing. Like, I love stuff like that, but I just don't know how to do it. It has to do with the health of your mind. So Papa and I always try to have positive thoughts. We try to see the goodness in life rather than dwelling on the bad. We surround ourselves with really good people.
Yeah, always with positive people. We got rid of pretty much all the negative people in our lives.
Yeah.
Anybody who brings us down emotionally or mentally or keeps bringing up like negative behaviors,
Keep
negative
bringing up
things.
old
Keep bringing up
stuff.
old stuff. I don't like to hang out with people who keep
know,
bringing up old stuff. I
We
want to
weren't
look
the same
forward.
person we were 10 years ago. We're not the same person we were 5 years ago, even 1 year ago. Like, you keep evolving as a person, or you should evolve with new experiences, wisdom,
Yeah.
you know, and
That's what we do. That's what keeps us in the proper mindset to take care of ourselves. So going back to how does Mama B do it? Mama B exercises and eats right and drinks a lot of water. And I mean, you spend a lot of time in yoga. So you're at yoga at least 5 days a week, at least. You are in CrossFit at least 4 or 5 days a week. And I go to CrossFit with Mama B, and I love it. There's a lot of great exercises.
and you get rid of all your stress.
Get rid of all your stress.
Stress is another thing I think that is so toxic in our bodies, that when you are stressed all the time and amargado, like in a bad mood, and you always have a chip on your shoulder, and you see like all the misery in the world, like,
It's good to release that stress.
yeah, get
It's
rid
good to do
of
that.
all of that. Go exercise, sweat it out.
So we do that. You're gonna get people who are scientists in like CrossFit and exercising, and they come back and tell you it's dangerous. You know what? Everything's dangerous, and you have to be really
Walking on the
careful.
street's dangerous.
Everything's dangerous. You have to really be careful. You have to know your body, know your limits. Surround yourself with great coaches, great trainers. So whether you do CrossFit or whether you're running a marathon or whether you're riding a bike, everything has its pros and cons. We have fun. We feel really fit. It's changed us. So that's what we do. Your healthy body starts here,
Yeah, totally.
and then it goes here.
And you gotta love yourself before you start loving everyone else.
Yeah. So this is a kind of a Q&A, but it's also sort of an inspirational message from our perspective. You might not agree with everything
And that's
we say,
okay.
and that's okay. This is our experience. and we had so many questions. So many people have asked us how we do certain things, so we decided we're going to do that.
And
that's
we had
why.
actually more questions about our family life and us personally, more so than our videos.
Yep.
So we had a lot of questions about videos and
Oh, yeah.
and everything that we do, but more of the questions, like I'd say 60% of them was regarding life.
Yeah, just regarding life,
And family,
parenting, and children.
relationships,
So,
you know?
just our experience, just the things that we've done.
That's it.
That's it. Mama B has spoken. Mama B has a lot of knowledge, and she gets very passionate about lots of things, as you can clearly see, and that's why I love Mama B.
Thank you.
So. We
No public displays of
display.
affection.
That's okay. That's a good public display of affection. I think kissing. You have 10 seconds. Favorite foods, go.
Indian food, sushi, Thai, Filipino, Vietnamese, Italian, Greek,
Mexican,
Mexican,
Argentinian,
everything. Asado.
everything. So pretty much everything. Middle Eastern. Oh, everything is just so good.
Oh, and healthy.
Ah.
We eat a lot of Middle East.
We eat a lot of food. And you know what? The monkeys, they eat with us. They eat
everything.
Brazilian meat. What's that Brazilian meat? We
Yeah.
went to like a Brazilian
For
meat
Papa's
place.
birthday, we went to a Brazilian steakhouse.
All you can eat Brazilian meat.
These wonderful Brazilian men bringing you meat to your table. Does life get any better than that? Am I right, ladies?
Brazilian.
Am I right?
Layla Brown on Twitter asks, why do you call your wife and yourself bees, but you call your kids monkeys?
It's to throw you all off.
It's no, it's not.
Our main goal
That's
is
true.
to confuse you and give you things
Just to confuse you.
that you will never understand because we don't know either.
We have no idea. We decided to call ourselves the Bee family just because of our last name starts with a B, and we just did that, and we decided nicknames were fun. That was it. And the monkeys, we've called the monkeys
From the day they were born.
from day one. They've been
Yeah.
the monkeys. They're cute and fuzzy
cuddly.
and cuddly. We've never really just went with first names on video, and it's been like 3 years, and we just haven't done that. We just have fun with nicknames, and hope you guys enjoy. And we like it. We have fun. Laura X Tomlinson on YouTube asks, could there be a possibility of some more cooking videos?
From Papa B?
I can cook. I can cook. I've said this before. I can cook. I can cook eggs. Can you cook? You can cook an egg. I can make nachos. You've seen the nachos.
What else?
Mama B's a really good cook.
What else?
She makes a lot of great stuff. So
What else?
there will be at least, for now, at least one cooking video a month. At least. But we can try to turn it up a bit.
Thank you everyone who likes my cooking videos.
I like
Thank you
your
very
cooking
much.
videos, too.
I enjoy making them, so we are gonna try to make them more frequently.
Oh yeah, definitely. What do you like to do as a family? That's a question from Shannon on Twitter. Well, we have a clip.
What is our favorite thing to do together? So, it's actually going to the movies. But tonight we're going bowling. We go to the movies, and then if there's nothing to watch in the movie theater, we'll go bowling. So that's
We
what
love
we do.
bowling.
Yes.
But we're very competitive.
We're very competitive, extremely competitive.
We do a lot of things actually. We watch a lot of movies at home. We play video games at home. We'll play
We like a lot of downtime. We like to go to the park a lot, go for walks, hang out outside, enjoy fresh air.
Those are some great questions, and I hope that we were able to, or Mama B was able to provide some insight.
Me?
You had some great insight.
So do you.
Some very passionate insight.
Yes.
Mama B's very
We are the
passionate.
yin and the yang.
Yes.
So I am the emotional, passionate one, and Papa B is very analytical.
Yeah.
He is very,
Almost like a problem
You know?
solver, step by step kind of
Yes.
instruction manual kind of guy.
whereas I'm like,
Kind of like, no, please, Mama B,
and
we can figure this out.
And Papa B's more like, well, if we dissected
Oh, we did this step by
cellular,
step 3. Oh, this guy.
we need to do A before we can do B.
There's only way. The only way is B and
And in
C.
conclusion,
That's how I do it. That's how I figure out anything.
and I'm
Mama
like,
B-
Mama, Mama, la, eso.
So this Q&A is fun, it's emotional, it's
Yes.
inspirational, it's...
And last point is we celebrate everything. We celebrate a lot. Like we celebrate for no reason. We have celebrations for absolutely everything.
We do
Like
celebrate
it's
everything.
Tuesday night, we're like, we should celebrate. What
We
are we
should celebrate.
celebrating? We're like, we have no idea, but let's celebrate.
We celebrate that it's not Monday on Tuesdays.
Right.
On a Thursday, we celebrate that it's almost Friday.
Celebrate everything.
We hope you enjoyed that Q&A. Ask your questions in the comments and we will answer them in the future. And if you liked the parenting advice from our perspective, let us
Yeah.
know. And if you want us to answer more questions like that, I know our videos are not always gonna be they're gonna be with a little bit of insight from what we know.
From our experience.
From our experience.
What we've experienced in life. You know, if we can kind of help you
Yeah.
through that.
Maybe we can help somehow.
It's all done with love. I hope you guys know that. It's
Oh, yeah.
with love.
And we love you guys. Thank you so much. The monkeys are downstairs playing.
You're playing.
They're playing. We don't want to
They're
bug the
having a
monkeys.
break.
They're having a break. We don't want to bug the monkeys. We love you guys,
Love you.
and we will see you again soon.
Yo, don't show my acne, yo.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all.